Hey, future Roblox developers. Welcome back for another tutorial in our Roblox Studio Tutorial Series. Once again, Tenelix, our lead developer here at Unknown Value Studios, will be joining us. Today, we're going to be teaching you how to include lighting into your game. Let's jump right in.
I'm going to explain how to adjust the lighting in this map setting. There are several different features that you can manually change within the settings that will create this environment that I've created, the Japanese island, to a very pleasant site to look at, for example. Like I can change it into a realistic look or more of a cartoonish look. I think I'm going to lean towards middle of that, maybe more towards the cartoon side. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go down to the lighting setting, find in your Explorer panel, and I'm going to start by changing ambience. And the ambience will essentially just change the shading of the map in general. So if I lighten up the color a little bit, see the shading being changed, trees, island itself. And personally, I think the yellow look perfect with this setting. Might even go brighter than that or dark. I think right here seems nice. More yellowish orange. Color shift bottom, that is another setting. Bring that lighting up and it will shade. It's a very subtle difference, but it will shade the lower area of the island. And I think I'm going to stick with like a pinkish tone for that. Color shift top would be the opposite shading area for the island itself. Go with pink again. Alright. Back into the lighting category, I'm going to go down to the brightness of the map, and personally I'm going to make this a little brighter because I don't want the shadows to be too strong, but the brightness will add color in the map itself. I think that enhances the top of the perfectly. That looks really nice. And now going down to the environment diffuse. This just fuses the colors and create contrast between it. Like now it's a brighter color, make it darker. Maybe a brighter color would look nice for this. And then the environment's specular, kind of the same, but it will do it on the lower shading areas. I'll put that at 1. Alright, outdoor ambience. That is kind of surrounding area of the map and the tone of the map overall. So if I just scroll around the colors there, you can see the entire map in ambience. And I think pink will do nice. Alright. Clock time, which would be the most vital difference that I can change about this map and the way I want it to look. I would go for more nighttime setting, just because it's supposed to be a calming environment, and I think nighttime is very calming personally. I think that's about what I want. And I'm going to change the geographic latitude as well, and that essentially just means that I'm moving around the position of the moon or the sun, depending on the daytime. So you can see the moon and the sun are both moving as I scroll through the geographic latitude. I think right around, this is perfect. This is kind of what I wanted beforehand, like just right behind the building. And the exposure just enhances brightness. So I'm going to go right about here, I think. Yeah. Fog color, I will not change, but the fog color, just how close the fog is to the map itself. So if I made this a lower number, the fog would be closer to the map, changing the color as well. I'm going to put it at 5,000, show you what that looks like. Not too much of a difference. 1,000 to get a more, yeah, you can see how much of a difference fog color can make to the map. And that's why I have it set at 1,000. Subtle, but still there. Also go in, add in a color correction, giving you the option of changing a few other things, lighting, which is more of an advanced technique, but it's very helpful because add a tint color that wouldn't do otherwise normal lighting settings. So I'm going to change the brightness a little darker. I think I'm going to have it at like negative 0.1. This will allow me to do some contrast as well. Bring the contrast all the way up. Oh, that means I'm going to want the brightness at, my bad. That's, hold on. 0.3. Okay. Now to make this actually pop, I'm going to change the tint color right below, I think it's right below the brightness area. I'm going to make it more a light color, be a subtle hue of blue. Pleasant garden setting I'm trying to go for. Maybe even what makes those pop. I think right about there is perfectly fine. We'll do that. That's just really light color. Alright, that's what color correction. You can also add in clouds to your environment. You go up to the terrain area, which is right below the workspace. You can type in clouds, and you can manually input clouds right there. See that I have the setting already put. Change the color of the clouds. I'll go for a peach just for the look of the Japanese island. And I'll probably add a little bit of density cover to the clouds as well. Adding cover just more clouds overall. Density changes the thickness of the clouds. So how that works. I think right there seems just about fine. Now there are a few other things about the map. Make lighting contrast pop out, and you can manually add in point lights, surface lights, and surface area lights to the parts in your island. So, for example, I would like to make this little hut building pop out a little more, stand out. So I'm gonna add in a surface light to the rock that is right beneath it. So I'll add by clicking on the plus sign there, type in surface light. And basically what I can do is go into the settings, change the brightness of the light, do that a lot more, and I'm going to change the direction in which it is facing. I'm going to change it top, make it slightly darker. I think if I can get it to 4, or maybe try 3 point, yeah, just 3. Alright, so now that stands out a little bit, and maybe I want the range to go a little further out, so I cover the entire building, and change the lighting down to 2, a little too dramatic. Maybe even 1. Yeah, that's perfect. Okay, 1. Alright, now that stands out a little bit more, and it contrasted between the other colors going on within the map. And another idea I had in mind was adding point lights, little meditation rocks in the garden. Very subtle point lights, build the contrast again. And I would like the point light to be just blue. So I'm going to change it to the color cyan, in other words. And I can also change the brightness. I think maybe 1.5 or 2. I think it's perfectly fine. And now I'm going to copy and paste that point light into the other rock. There we go. And finally, I'm going to mess with these little lanterns that I created to build here. And all I'm going to do is add a point light into well, and the range is going to be a little larger than what I did those rocks over there. I'm going to find, this part right here. Set in and make the color yellow instead. We're going to, I think, enhance the brightness just a little bit. Could pop out a little bit more and maybe add some more. Oh, that's a lot of range. Let's tone that down a little bit. I think that's perfectly fine. Alright, copy that. Paste the other lantern. Alright, lanterns are taken care of. And don't think there's anything else I can really do to make this stand out. Well, there's definitely more I could do, but for a rudimentary level lighting area, I think it's perfectly fine.
That's it for today, everyone. Please like, subscribe, and leave a comment on what you want to see in our future videos.